I went to see a show today called Impulse Control, starring Brinkman and his wife. Baba has another show on at the Fringe this year that isn't free, that I believe we are planning to review later on. He's a returning face to the Fringe. I think we've reviewed one of his shows previously, so it's always nice to see him come back. The show kind of focuses on neuroscience and how it affects normal life, which sounds really specific and sciencey, but it's wonderful. The whole vibe of it reminds me of like those YouTube videos you get now, where it's like, here's a really complicated scientific thing and we're gonna explain it to you with like cartoons and just like storytelling. You do feel like you've learned a lot by the end of the show. His wife comes out and kind of does a little lecture. She's actually a neuroscientist, and she comes out and explains like, this is how your brain works, monkey brain, monkey do. And he freestyle raps, which is both very informative and it's also just really impressive. Like, some of it that they kind of frame as freestyling probably is rehearsed. They must do that every year. There was a few points where he'd kind of make a joke about like, oh, you're this referring to us, and then pictures would come up on the slide. Yeah, every show that joke is about them because it's on the slide. There was a bit where they asked the audience come up with a couple. Like, one person shouted out like Romeo and Juliet, and they were like, oh, we did that last show, so we're gonna have to do a different one. And they ended up doing Ronald Reagan and Nancy Reagan, which was really interesting. And he then freestyle rapped about what your brain does when you fall in love, factoring them in, like kind of pretending to be Ronald Reagan. You know that's genuine freestyle because someone just shouted that out in the crowd, which was really interesting because most of the show is this vibe of this kind of educational video, and then there's just this thing that makes you very aware this is a live show, that very kind of unique theatre thing, which was a really interesting mix. They had another act, a stand-up comedian, kind of come on for a little bit in the middle. I don't know if that's a revolving door, as in they have a different comedian each night. It kind of made sense in terms of they kind of framed it as, you know, addiction to applause is a thing, and they were talking about addictions, chemicals in your brain, but it kind of just felt like, you know, they had a spot, so they were being nice, which, you know, we're all for. I will say that the main show was, as much as it was complicated, because neuroscience, there was nothing really there that kids couldn't go see, but the stand-up comedian that came on for a bit was very much not kid-friendly, and there was a kid sitting right in front of me, where his mum, like, rushed him away, like, right after. That was kind of awkward. That kind of ruined the mood a little bit for me, because I was just like, oh, there's a kid in the audience. That was a bit weird. It kind of threw the mood a little bit, but otherwise I think it was a really good show. I will say that the show we've reviewed for him previously was potentially a bit better, but equally that was a paid show. This is his free show. He's probably saving his A game for like the show you have to pay for this year, which I believe is him specifically rapping about culture. If you're, you know, watching this and thinking like, rap about science, what? Go see his free show, just get a taster of it. I think that's probably why he has the free show. You can go see the free show and see if it's for you, and if you like that, go see the paid one, because it'll be more like the same but better. You know, as free shows go, it's definitely fun. As always, the rule for free shows is that you do have to bring some money to put in the bucket, and do buy a drink at the venue. I'm gonna say I will give this show 4 stars, because I did thoroughly enjoy it, but it wasn't as strong as it could have been. This year we have a Ko-fi page. If you found this review useful in any way, follow the link in the description and buy us a coffee. We're trying to save up for a new